Hi friends, Sandy Hare here from the Hare Real Estate Collective in Remax Real Estate Center, and our home office is in Guelph. It's mid-January, it's happening. I was hoping that we wouldn't have to incorporate COVID measures into this little video I'm doing today, but here we are. So with the announcements being made today about shutdowns, here's what I know. It's who knows anything these days, but here we are. So here's what I know: that real estate is still deemed an essential service. We are still doing showings. We are still listing houses. We are still doing those things to take care of our clients. Happy to do that for you. Happy to keep working for people. No problem. We do have a lot of safety protocols put into place. Maximum 3 people in a house. No children. Hand sanitizer, masks, 6 feet distance, not touching anything. I always bring wet wipes to any of my showings. I try to wipe down anything and be the hands for my clients and touch any knobs or anything like that, so I know that I can wipe it off. So we have to be very careful as far as like showing houses. Definitely can still list and show houses if you need to. I think we're kind of trying to do that more though as a safety measure on a more of a have-to basis. It's not really a good time, like from a real estate perspective, to try out the market right now. That's feels counterintuitive knowing what I know about how many offers we're seeing on places and things like that. But what I know from last year when these measures were put down, that a lot of things buyers wise came to a screeching halt. We saw a really active market at the beginning of 2020. It was bumping like it was crazy. And then all of a sudden with the announcements about COVID, screeching halt. Now, at that time, we knew less than what we do know now. And I think people's comprehension of it is a little better now, and like we have more ideas about spread and how it works and things like that. So I think people might feel a little bit more confident to view houses or list their houses, but we don't necessarily know what that work looks like right now. It's more of a have-to basis. So, or then to like try that out. So if we generally what we try to lean on is before we even go in to look at a house, we're leaning on virtual tours. We're leaning on looking at photos, discussing with your realtor that you've been working with, or is this the right house for you, comparing it to other houses that we'd seen before. Before we even get through the door, there's a consultation period before that happens. So filtering. So know that we are working, for the most part, realtors and brokerages and everyone are working their hardest to keep everyone safe and in this time, and it is not wrong to stop looking for houses and to take a break, or to give it an extra month before you list your house. The market will be there when you return. It may change your strategy or anything, but it will be there when you return. So just so you know, we're still working for you in any capacity that we can, but always safely, always with everyone's best interest in mind. Good, that's out of the way now. What I want to do is I'm just kind of giving you a quick market update. We just sent out our monthly mailer updating people about what's happening in the community. If you are interested in getting information monthly from our group, you can go to our website, and we have a brand new website. So glad it's over, that we have things I didn't want to know. Now I know about internet and websites. So I'm sure that will be quickly dumped out of my brain at some point in time. We have a really great web guy, so it's awesome. You can go to our website, and there's a little tiny pop-up in the corner that asks if you would like to be added to our monthly mailer. You'll automatically get added to our MailChimp for our updates on market stats, recent sales, and how that works. And we're happy to communicate with you on a one-to-one basis if a monthly mailer is not what you want, and you can just email me directly, share@harecollective.com. Happy to do that. Don't need to have our monthly mailer. So we've been talking a lot with our GTA people at Remax Real Estate Center. We have 19 offices. So we've been in touch with a lot of people there, and there seems to be a lot of buyers out there flooding the market all the way to Mississauga. Like the people we've been talking to work Milton kind of into the GTA. 66 offers, 67 offers, 100 offers, like I don't know about 100, but like 90, 80 offers, like might as well be 100. Looking at those kinds of offers, that has absolutely will have an effect on the Guelph market. And with the shutdown and everything, we may see that surge happen again, March, April, depending on what happens here. So, how do we prepare for that? Well, let's get in touch and let's do that. But there's a lot of different ways that we can prepare over this time for that, buyers and sellers. So we are seeing the trickle down right now. Um, it's a funny time right now. So like this may seem like panic buying, but buyers are buying to go move in like 3 6 months or 2 to 6 months from now. So their timelines are way out. We're thinking further in the future. They're preparing for that time, just haven't stopped. So we are seeing multiple offers in Guelph, Center, Wellington, Waterloo County. Even in Halton, we've been down into Flamborough, Dundas area, and we are seeing craziness in there as well. 20, 30, 40 offers, 50 in some areas, depending on the price point. Understanding the economics of it, of GTA people coming this way with selling their houses and then bringing that money to here and getting what they get, and it depends on their time period. Could seem like, how is that going to, how are you ever going to get your money back out of that? But you don't know what that buyer's timeline is. Anyways, I'm rambling. Yeah. So the market is definitely very crazy. It's very reminiscent of 2020, actually. Very crazy market. Things are happening. Banks are keeping interest rates super low. We're going to talk more with Jamie Vasey about that on another Here's the Thing fairly soon, either next week or the week after. Hoping for next week. But we will update about like what interest rates look like and things like that. Bank of Canada is keeping them super low, and I haven't had an update recently from Jamie, but I'm sure if there was anything catastrophic, he would have let me know by now. Interest rates are super low. People that are refinancing their mortgage this year or that bought 5 years ago are definitely in for a treat as far as that goes. But it will be very interesting to see over the next little while what happens with interest rates to keep buyers' incentive high and approval rates high. So so that's also driving the market to people wanting to lock into those numbers. So will that change? I don't know. I think that if we're seeing 60 to like 80 offers on houses in Milton, Mississauga, there's probably a good chance 25% of those people that will decide that GTA has outpriced them and they'll move further down the highway until they can get what they feel like they need. Or north to Center, Wellington, Fergus, Elora, primarily Fergus, to see if they can to get what they need in less and less commute. The way people live and work is changing. A lot more remote work, a lot more like less going into the office, a lot things like that. A lot of companies have switched to mostly remote, and a lot of people are just taking that opportunity to get out of the city. And so they'd only have to go into the office like once a month, twice a month, once a week. And so the drive from Fergus to Toronto doesn't seem so ridiculous when you only have to go that many times. Like it seems doable. Even though like days like today where there's freezing rain, they shut down Highway 6. So to remember that about Fergus heading up Highway 6 as well. So anyways, back to that. Really, like I think that what we know from last year to what we're seeing this year, there seems to be a bit of an echo. I would say that it's fair to assume that the market will have a surge again come time when this whole thing, like when things start to open up again. So I really want buyers and sellers to understand what their options are. And Rebecca and I are spending a lot of time counseling people right now. We are a lot of video calls, a lot of phone calls, a lot of Zoom beer meetings, which is great. It's the one fun thing that came out of 2020 that I hope sticks around. It's my favorite. And yeah, so I think that if we work together and get some preparedness going, anything can happen. So know that this market might be here to stay for the rest of 2021 and into 2022. And then the hopes is that, with preparedness and all those things that your dream of buying a home can happen for you or investing. There's a lot of million different things that we could talk about. Watch for our blogs on our new website. Watch for our videos. We're going to be doing a lot more of those. And watch for some big moves from us for this year. Anyways, I hope everybody's safe and well and taking care of each other in 2021, and we will see you very soon with a new video. Again, feel free to reach out, Instagram, Facebook, or shair@haircollective.com. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, my button doesn't want to work.